because it returns the value you assigned. Yeah. So basically, if you build something like statement, and you say, okay, whenever I match the for loop, I will execute this method, you're done for the statements. Then, for expression, you need to do something quite similar. You need to have a method which actually returns something. So whenever I evaluate expression, I return value. For example, one is expression. It's a literal and it's expression. I will shortly connect the dots. Then you need context in the interpreter. What is context? Basically, an environment in which you execute your interpreter. It stores all the values you defined in your script. It gives you access to the variables and different things. And of course, you have something called scope. Some languages have scope. Some have scope which is pretty fucked up, like JavaScript. The scoping rules are not simple in this language. I don't know why it's so popular. And maybe we like to make our life even more complicated. For example, in Lua, what you have scope, and within the scope you can have another scope. And scope is a container for your variables. So how you do it? How you do interpreter model this thing? But you can have a nested scopes pretty easily. You have a scope which has one simple field, get outer scope. So whenever you look for a variable, for example, x, you go to the current scope. If you don't find it, you go to the parent scope, and you search the variable up to the stream. Okay.